Now I move on to slide number 4. So this is the status of the codes. As I said in the beginning, the code on wages, it is passed in both the houses of the parliament, that is both in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and it has also got the president assent. What is awaited is just the date of commencement, right? And of course, the corresponding rules, the draft rules are also framed, but of course that is yet to be passed. And the states have to come up with their set of rules. So we have to wait for that also. The idea is, again, what we learn, the government want to maybe bring in these codes, all the 4 codes at one go. So we may have to wait for the other 3 codes also: occupational safety, industrial relations, and social security. So with respect to occupational safety, health and working conditions code, again, the bill is introduced. So it is yet to be passed in both the houses, and it has to get the president's assent. Same is the position with respect to industrial relations code and code on social security. So these 3 codes are still in bill stage only. It is not yet passed. So now I'm in slide number 5. So these are only 4 legislations: the Minimum Wages Act, the Payment of Wages Act, Payment of Bonus Act, and Equal Remuneration. These are the 4 legislations related to wages, which got subsumed into Code on Wages. Of course, this is passed. We are just waiting for the date of commencement. Slide number 6, Occupational Safety, Health and Working Conditions Code. There are 13 legislations, starting from Factories Act to Cine Workers and Cinema Theatre Workers Act 1981. So entire 13 legislations are getting subsumed into one code, which is yet to be passed. Again, Industrial Relations Code, the Trade Unions Act, the Industrial Employment Standing Orders Act, the Industrial Disputes Act. These are all the 3 existing legislations which will be consolidated into one code as Industrial Relations Code. Then Code on Social Security, there are as many as 9 legislations, right? Starting from Employees Compensation Act 1923 to the Unorganized Workers Social Security Act 2008. So 9 legislations are getting subsumed into one code named as Code on Social Security. As I said, it is still in bill stage. It is yet to be passed. Now, this is slide number 9. So now you are seeing a complete list of legislations where you can totally see 47 legislations. As I said in the beginning, the total number of central legislations are estimated at 44, but somehow the list comes to 47 when I go through the complete list. But one thing which I have to admit is some of the legislations, which maybe you can see the serial number in red font, 38, 39, 40, 41 and 44. These 5 legislations are repealed, right? But the government have included these legislations into while doing the count of 44. That is the reason I have also included. So total comes to 47. And I would like to draw your attention to serial number 45, which is the POSH Act, Sexual Harassment Act. Again, that is not getting subsumed into the existing any of the existing 4 codes which are planned. Similarly, serial number 19, which is the Apprentices Act 1961. Apprentices Act, it was earlier in the labor domain, right? Now it is not with labor domain. It has got into technical education domain and straight away under the Ministry of HRD. But these legislations, they are included in the count of 44. That is the reason I have also mentioned this. But the first 29 legislations, only these 29 legislations make up the proposed 4 codes, right? Code on wages, it has 4 legislations. Occupational safety, it has 13. So total 17. Industrial relations, 3, 20. Then social security has 9. So 29. So only 29 legislations are getting subsumed into 4 codes. So from 30 to 47, none of these legislations are included in any of the codes. I am not very sure how the government is planning. This will remain as such separately, or subsequently it will get added to any of the codes. That we have to wait and see.